I have been hearing the same thing from so many of you lately. It has been some version of, I am so exhausted, but I don't even know what I want anymore. And I don't even know what to do or how to change my current situation. So it's been some variation of that being expressed over and over on several of my videos. And I wanted to take a moment. This conversation today will hopefully provide you a little bit of, which path do I take kind of direction, because the key is none of us are in the exact same situation, right? And none of our circumstances are exactly the same, even though as Gen X women, we have so much in common and there's so much that we've experienced collectively. And that's why we can relate to each other so well. It's also played out very differently for many of us. There's several of you that you don't want to make a change and you're fine with how it is, or you went through this challenge before, similar to me. That I was in the thick of it about 4 years ago, and I found my way out, and I was able to build a life that I embrace and that I love, and I have more joy than I've ever had before in my life. And there's plenty of you that are in that boat. For those that aren't, like, you're sort of if you feel like you're in an in-between phase, like you're waiting for the next thing, or you're feeling exhausted and burnt, but you're just not sure where to make a move, if to make a move. In some ways it's easier to just keep going as we're going. The key is to find out, based on where you are right now, what is the best solution for you in your specific situation and your specific scenario. Not everybody has the same need, so not everybody needs the same solution. And the answer is there's not a universal answer. I've been sharing on this channel patterns that I've seen. I've been sharing commonalities that I've seen and heard from the women who have figured it out, who are in a joyful period of their life right now, in this pre-retirement phase. So I've definitely heard some common actions that many of us have taken. But when you're not at that point, the first question is, what is my biggest need right now? And so that's what I want you to listen to and think about right now. I'm going to give you three options. Obviously, I'm sure that there's more, but I think that the bulk of where we're at can be drilled down to a few key areas in terms of a need. So ask yourself, do you need space? Do you need clarity? Or do you need connection? Space, clarity, or connection? Think about it. Let me expand on it just a tad. Space. Do you need space? Do you need time to sit still? Do you need time to reflect? Do you need alone time? Do you need time to recharge, reset, recalibrate? Do you need time where nobody is leaning on you and asking you for things? Do you need time to sort of let things settle and see how things play out? Is that a strong need for you right now? Now, this is exactly why I have the Permission to Pause on-demand experience, where you get a video workshop and a journal, because obviously, if you need space, you need time, you need quiet. First step is go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Figure out a way. Is it an hour? Is it a half day? Is it a day? Is it a week? What is it that you can carve out to give yourself that space and time to take a breath and to breathe? And once you have that space, then what? That's what the Permission to Pause workshop has been designed for. It will help you sort through your thoughts. It'll help you get to get to your thoughts and your desires and your goals and really help you to get the lay of the land. I mean, I've been hearing back from the women who have participated in this series, and they felt like a weight was lifted off their shoulder. And it was because everything, all areas of their life was weighing on them, and they weren't sure what to put attention to first. They weren't sure where they were going to find joy, if they were going to find joy. And after going through this experience, they felt lighter. They felt they had a direction. They felt they had hope. There was one woman that said, for the first time in many, many months, I feel hopeful. And that just like made my week to read about that. So, so that's the permission to pause experience that I offer to help you. But there's many ways that you can do that on your own, of course. So this is all around space and finding that space. Is that the need? Is that your most important need right now? Number two, is your most important need clarity? Do you have the time and the space and you've started to sort through the thoughts, but you're still not crystal clear in your goals, your vision, your desires, your path forward, what you want this retirement season to look like? And for those of you who are new here, I use the word pretirement a lot, and it means the last 10 to 15 years before retirement. We're not quite ready to retire financially or mentally or anything, but there's nothing that says we have to keep living our life the exact same way we have been for the last few decades. We can create something brand new for this retirement season that gives us joy. And the solution that I offer and that I share is the Pretirement Reset. It's a one-on-one session with me where we will spend time deep diving into your specific situation. And I will ask you questions. I will offer you options. I will reframe some of the beliefs that you may have. The important thing is we partner together and I help you take everything from being sort of theoretical and an idea around, building your life pillars and creating a vision to actually seeing what does that look like for you in your specific situation. And again, the women who and I haven't even been talking about this offering. I've only invited a handful of women to participate in this, and I haven't really been promoting it or talking about it on any level. So the few that I've been giving over the week, I do like a couple a week. It's just the feedback that I've gotten has, again, just blown me away. I had one woman who's now turning around and giving it as a gift to a friend of hers as she feels also needs this kind of time and attention and priority. So if that would help you, I'm basically giving you an objective outside look and helping you gain some clarity around your specific situation. So is clarity your number one need? Now, the third category is connection. This is the other thing that we've been hearing about like crazy on my channel, on several others, and several other platforms that I'm on, is that many of us are having trouble finding and nurturing new and old friendships. And in many ways, our old friendships are no longer serving us, or we have put more energy into those friendships and don't feel like we've been getting back what we need. And everyone in our season of life is so busy with so much on our plates and so much going on that it's really, really hard sometimes to find other like-minded women. But the magic that happens when a group of like-minded women with similar life experiences, similar goals and visions for themselves, there is like a power that you can just feel in the space, whether it's an in-person get-together or a virtual gathering. It's just you can feel it. It feels like there just becomes like this invisible bond amongst us, and there's like this momentum as we support each other of energy that you walk away feeling like you could do anything, right? And so for this particular reason, that's why I've been offering the monthly Gen X Women Coffee Chats. It's a free offering that I do once a month on the second Sunday of every month. And we have real conversations. It's not just sometimes it's not just superficial. We go a little bit deeper. We talk about different things. And it's a way to really connect and be seen. And I think also like hearing other women's stories, like the biggest feedback that I've been getting back has been it just feels so good hearing everybody else's situation and that I'm not the only one experiencing this. And I feel like we get strength when we're hearing about the resiliency of each other and what we have gone through and still accomplished so much, the achievements that we've made. So that has been hugely, hugely powerful. And I'm continuing this monthly get together. The next one is this upcoming Sunday, which I know is Mother's Day, but many of us are not mothers, and many of us are not with our mothers. Either they're long distance or they're no longer with us. So I am still having the Gen X Women virtual coffee chat on Sunday. It's at 12 noon Eastern time. So if you choose, you can absolutely join us and join the conversation. And there's no pressure to participate in the conversation. Like you can just sort of quietly sit back. I mean, might ask you a question, but you don't really need to answer. So there's no pressure in these spaces. So all this to say, okay, top three needs: space, clarity, connection. Even if none of the potential solutions that I've put together, none of them suit you, totally fine. The first step is figuring out which is your most driving need that is begging for a solution sooner than later. And so that if you're feeling like fuzzy and unsure and not sure what direction to go in, not sure where to start, not sure where the joy starts, figure out your biggest need, your priority need first, and that'll be a strong indicator of the first step to take. I hope you do decide to connect with me and let us take this further. I will put the link in this description. If you go to amypalmer.bio, amypalmer.bio, that has all my offerings and resources and things that I offer, but the top three are the ones that I've just described. I hope to meet you soon. And if not, if I don't meet you soon, please just leave in the comments what you're going to do. What is your priority need and what are you thinking it'll take to work on that need? My name is Amy Palmer. I am your Gen X big sister, signing out.